subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
Hey. I'm gonna get this pig. Take him out.
Sir.
Who are you?
I'm a UNATCO agent. As soon as I open the train doors, I need you both to be ready to run on board.
Okay.
Good work. The hostages will be all right. Go take the train to Hell's Kitchen and report to your brother.
What's the situation here? You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source, probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the Free Clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance. Maybe I'll do that. If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Ton Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Anna Navarra shooting spree. Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field.
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
That's it. Did you see that?
Yes,
It was uncalled for. You mug people, great, you need the dough, but you show some respect.
What were they after?
Especially when it's your ally. They came to us. They wanted an underground base.
So those guys were NSF?
Yeah, the NSF gives guns to anybody who wants to fight. A lot of people just take the guns and do what they want.
So the terrorists are based in the subways? The sewers?
They need to move some kind of secret equipment. Our tunnels are like the crossroads.
Tell me how to find this base, and I bet I can get the NSF off your back.
Underworld. Just remember that word when you see Curly. He lets people in.
Watch it, JC. Our agents report that this area is booby-trapped. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're gonna be delayed a little while we bring in choppers.
What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. People I know, they've been disappearing.
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford Schick in a secret lab next to the sewers.
A lab? In the sewers? Maybe he was taken hostage by the NSF.
These guys are pros. Definitely government funded.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look, but I think you should have a little more regard for the United States government.
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware. Also, you'll need this. It's the key that can open the sewer manholes.
Tell me about the hardware.
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credits, a bioelectric cell for 800, and some light amplification goggles for 3,500.
Too expensive. Maybe I'll try to locate your friend.
If you come back, you can use the front door. The password's Bloodshot.
Denton. Hey, it's Denton.
You want these?
What?
Give him the grenades.
Look, I know he's your brother, but...
Your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
Just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
Sure, hand them over.
Here you go, with my compliments. Good luck. What's your business here, Agent?
Just going up to my brother's room.
You better hold off. The NSF retreated in there about half an hour ago, and they've taken hostages. We're waiting on a specialist.
I'm your specialist. Just tell me where the hostages are being held.
No one's standing in your way, but you'll have to go in alone. Our orders are to hold the perimeter. We think the terrorists are on the second floor.
Carry on, Corporal.
Agent?
I don't think we should hold back.
I swear, take him out. God damn.
What I'm telling you, girl.
You said I didn't have to. Make Janie do it.
I already took the money. And when it's JoJo and it's something he wants, you gotta do it. You and me both, baby. We helpless.
We were just gonna hang out today.
I told you, Howard, don't play with me this amateur unprofessional bullshit.
Johnny.
If it's business, it's business. If it's us two hanging out, then we hang out. Right now, it's business.
I want out, Johnny. I didn't know it would get like this.
Put it this way. You in it. You want out is like a game. Out. Girl, let me tell you again.
I'm sick.
What you want?
You've got 10 seconds to beat it before I add you to the list of NSF casualties.
Easy, bro. Just having us a conversation.
5 seconds.
Girl's got a head full of marbles. I have to yell, or she don't hear me.
3.
She skitzes on me. It's my ass, man.
1.
All right. I'm going. Jesus.
Thanks.
Sucks to get backed into a corner.
I was trying to find the back way into smugglers.
Right. The weapons dealer.
Hey, you shouldn't have took down Johnny. Soon as Jojo finds out.
Who's this Jojo?
You can't touch Jojo. He doesn't go out and there's only 2 ways to the warehouse.
Warehouse?
You think he can sneak into Osgood's at the park, but in the first place, it's locked.
Looks like the fighting in the park has died down.
And if you go underground, he's got laser tripwires, drone guns, military-type stuff, plus there are guards on the roof.
Tell you what, I'll handle Jojo. You stay out of the way until the NSF have pulled back.
I can take care of myself.
Thought I saw something. A guy in a coat.
We'll have to...
Don't...
You better get out of here, Mr. Renton. Terrorists have taken cover inside the hotel.
Can't leave the desk unattended.
You'll be caught in the crossfire. I have to order you to leave the building.
Yes, of course, I'll close up in a second. That's him. He's a cop.
Thanks for taking care of those guys. You from the police?
UNATCO.
Yeah? Well, you might be interested. I heard them talking. They said something about how they had just put in a generator in a warehouse a few streets south of here.
Did you catch the name of the street?
No, but they were talking about their security setup.
Anything interesting?
It sounded like there was underground access. They're using the word righteous as some kind of password.
That's very helpful. Thanks.
Thought I was a
Thanks. Trying to catch my breath.
You all right, Mr. Renton?
Fine, I think that's all of them. You got the guys upstairs, right?
Yeah. By the way, I saw your daughter down the street. She didn't look so good.
Sandra? Was she coming back to the hotel?
I took care of a thug who was harassing her, but she's still mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her.
No more talking. If you see her, tell her I don't care what she's been doing. She can come home. No questions, no speeches.
I'll tell her she can trust you. There were a couple of NSF on the second floor. I took care of the situation.
What about the hostages?
Doing fine. You guys can relax.
Guess we didn't need that specialist after all.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hey, you look like the vigilante type. What if I said I knew where you could load up on military hardware?
You mean that guy smuggler across the street?
Already know him, huh? Too bad. Hey, how about I tell you about something you can't hear from anybody else?
What's that?
Area 51. You heard of it, right?
Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about the thug that goes by the name of Jojo.
I worked out there. Most people think they got aliens from another planet, but I didn't see any flying saucers. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you. For the price of a beer.
Buy ambrosia from a drug dealer?
We're talking about... What can I get you?
You work here, you must know the area. Heard of anyone hiding a large generator?
Not exactly, but if it's anywhere, it's probably in the warehouse district.
Where's that?
A few blocks south. Not a bad walk, but the riot police have blocked the roads because of the NSF.
I'd like to check it out.
Well, you may be out of luck. Even though one of the old warehouses faces onto the park, I don't know how you'd get inside.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Something to drink? Everything in the bar, snacks too, just 10 credits.
That's some heavy augmentation.
Yeah. Axionatco, what's it to you?
I'm in the business.
Well, I was in an early program, okay? I can still polish a glass. Good luck with your business. The tap's out. Only bottles.
A beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
That one's warm. Get me something from the bartender.
The tap's out. Only bottles.
A beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
I appreciate it. Yep, I know for a fact it's not just for government research. I've seen all kinds of executives coming and going.
I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there.
Billionaires. Big executives. I think the whole place has been taken over by a private corporation.
Not likely.
Something's going on underground. I'm a pilot, which means I didn't get any access to the main complex. But a lot of rock comes out of there. It's some kind of mine. But what I don't understand is why they're always laying more fiber optic cables.
A pilot? What do you fly?
Copters. You know what I think? I think that's where the UN moved Echelon 4 back when they promised they were going to stop spying on people.
Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual, even for the UN.
I bet they did it. They want to centralize everything. Every computer on the planet.
I talked to your father. He asked me to invite you back home. No strings attached.
How sweet.
You could at least let your father know you're all right.
He knows where I am.
You mad at him or something?
No, but I don't want him running my life like he runs that cheap hotel.
He doesn't do such a bad job.
He never got nowhere because he never took chances. That ain't me. I'm gonna do things my way.
I think you should be more grateful for what he's done. Let's leave it at that.
Joe Green, Midnight Sun, glad to know you. What can you tell me about what's going on out there?
Sorry, regulations prevent me from talking to the press.
Regulations, huh? So you are part of the crackdown.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from UNATCO.
I really can't be bothered right now.
The riot
Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic. Doctor.
Hi, I'm in charge of law enforcement on this block. You doing all right?
Yeah. They told me to come in here. Is that okay?
Perfectly fine. Just making sure everyone's safe.
Hey, while you're at it, you ought to do something about the NSF. Perfectly good shelter.
You know what they're doing in this neighborhood?
Kicked us out of the old Osgood place. A bunch of us camping in the tunnels. Talk about rights, but when they want something, they take it.
Maybe I'll look into it. You take care of yourself.
If you...
Christ. You...
We'll take it.